Good morning, everyone, or good evening, depending on where you are tuning in from around the world, and welcome to TimeBlazr Tuesdays. My name is Kathleen Zemansky. I'm a business Feng Shui master, business astrologer, and the creator of the TimeBlazr business management system. The TimeBlazr is a favorable timing calendar that has been around for centuries. It's based on your astrological chart and creating a calendar for you to take the right action at the right time every single time. So this timing system has been around to help the affluent. It has helped imperial families. It's been there to help really for strategizing to, like I said, take the right action at the right time. So it's been used to conquer vast areas of land. It's been used to stronghold and have power. And really it is part of the umbrella of classical feng shui, is which I am trained. I've been in this business for over 20 years, and I have seen incredible breakthroughs when people add this one little piece, which is massive, and that's using timing. So the purpose of me being on here every week on TimeBlazr Tuesday is help you strategize and how to get your products, your services, your expertise into the marketplace and launching it on a good day. So the first thing we want to do, we're going to be talking about September 23rd through the 29th. And the reason that we talk about Wednesday, even though this is TimeBlazr Tuesday, we speak about Wednesday through the following Tuesday. So if you want to get information about today, then just listen to last week's video on YouTube, so you can get the information from today. But what I would love for you to do right now, if you are new to my channel, is go ahead, subscribe, share, like, and obviously comment, and let us know what you are working on this week or even in the next month, so that you can take all of your efforts and turn them into a monetized system. Okay, here is my business model right here. It's person, space, time, and there's another ring all the way around it, which is called Universal Gateway, which is also Qimendunjia in Chinese, but it's the spiritual side. So that really is all encompassing of what I do: person, space, time, and spirit. So the astrology piece is something that we're going to dive into when we're talking about the TimeBlazr. And I just wanted to let you know that I also do a monthly forecast over a 9-day period, talking about the feng shui of the space, the flying star of the space. So we actually can capture all of those things as well. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we are going to head on over to the TimeBlazr, and let's just get started on what this is all about. That's not showing up as I wanted to, so let's see if we can fix that on the fly here. Hold on just a second. Sorry about that, folks. Let's see if we can get that to come out a little bit bigger for us. Will that help? Not really. All right, well, let's see if I can just reduce that down. Well, we're going to have to do the best we can today with this. So, okay, so what I want you to understand, maybe if I enlarge it here, will that help if I enlarge it here? A little bit. Okay, so we're a little off on our formatting today, but that's not why you're here. It's more about the information that you are receiving here is really what we want to have you get the most benefit from. So we are going to be talking about, like I said, we're going to be talking about the 23rd to the 29th. But the first thing that I want to do is I want to head over to the astrology section. So hold on, let me see if I can get this screen just to behave for me a little bit better. No, I can't right now. Sorry. On the fly, yes, I just can't do it for you. But anyway, what we want to look at is the natal chart, which is your year, month, day, and hour of birth. And so the year is about your social circles, your branding. So when we're looking at good days and times, we want to reference a certain pillar of your chart. Don't worry about it. That's what the TimeBlazr software has done for you. So you don't have to do a thing. All you need to do is use your expertise and then choose a good day and time to launch it. So your year is about your reputation. It's about your branding. It's probably, looking at like social media, things like that. How are you being seen and visible? How are people perceiving you? That's what your year of birth is about. Your month of birth is going to be about your character. It is going to be about your career, what you're best suited at doing. Now, your day of birth, I think, is actually one of the more important areas of your astrology chart because it's about you. Everything is about you, but really it gets into the core and essence of who you are. It's about your personal growth and personal development. Let's face it, if you have not done that piece of it, you're probably not reaping the benefits of really attracting the right clients into your workspace. You're probably not having healthy relationships. You probably have got some health issues and things like that. So what I really would encourage you to do first and foremost is work on that mindset. What is stopping you from being the best that you can be? And life is a lot easier when you're performing from the best that you can be versus just kind of winging it. And then the next pillar is your hour of birth, if you know it. I realize some of you are adopted or have lost birth records. Don't worry about it. At least you can get those three important pillars that I just spoke about. But if you do know it, it is about your goals. It's what are you trying to achieve? That is really what your hour of birth is about, is really being able to set your goals based on that pillar, because when you do things that are in flow with your chart, you can literally create miracles. It's also about your legacy. What legacies are you building? All of us are working really hard, or you should be working really hard. And it's also about serving people that you are trying to reach with your products, services, or programs. Could be a book that you're launching, things like that. So that's what the TimeBlazr is doing. It's taking these parts of your astrology chart and then helping you select good days to do your launches. One of the things that really disturbs me, if you will, is when I know people work really hard on a book, on a program, on a speech that they want to be giving, and then they listen to crickets because nobody has heard their message. So this is that other piece of your business plan, other piece of your marketing plan that seamlessly can integrate into it when you follow a few certain rules. Okay, let's head back over to the TimeBlazr and then let's have a look at the some of the features of the TimeBlazr. So one of the first things that we see with the TimeBlazr is you're going to start seeing a number of different stars, icons, and so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate, this is in the top middle row of the nav bar once you have logged in, and I'm going to take away those icons for a second. But when you hover over these icons, you can see that they are typical things that a business owner would do in any given year, quarter, month, week, or even day. So if you want to add those in, we'll add those in just a moment, but really what I want to do is talk about the TimeBlazr first. So we're talking about the 23rd all the way through the 29th, so let's just start there. First of all, the star system is a system that is going to start relating to the vibrancy of the day for you. So when we have this particular code there or key for you to follow, really what I want you to start thinking about is how can you use any one of these days by using the most stars, the most vibrancy that is available to you. And everyone is going to be uniquely different because why? Your year, month, day, and hour of birth is going to be unique to you. So there is going to be that differentiation. Now, the thing that is foundational for everyone is this color coding of green and white. The white days, when they are calculated in the TimeBlazr, and this again is general for everyone. This is the foundational piece where we build in the stars and the icons after. So really what we're saying is there is a certain benchmark when it hits a certain criteria and all of the formulas that are embedded into the TimeBlazr, it's going to have the color green, and so it pops up in the hierarchy of positive. When it falls below that, then it turns white and it's void of any color. So that's one indication for you to help you start deciding which day that you want to choose. Now, the next thing, like I said, you can start putting in the icons, and let's just put in that you're going to be working on a campaign, and let's say you're going to be doing some marketing, and let's say you've got some JV partners that you're going to be working with. And then once you work with those campaigns, you're going to, and we call it begin a new job, but this is actually working with any new client or any new project that you'd want to be working with. And then you hit selected. And so when you hit those, then you're going to start seeing those icons show up. So during the week that we're going to be talking about, we've got the 23rd, the 24th, 27th, 28th, and 29th that has these icons that we've pre-selected, because that's what we're going to be working on this week, presumably. Okay, but you can select whichever ones you want. You can take them off, leave them on, whatever works for you. So this is where we can do sort of this pre-selection. So for this particular week, what I would tell this particular client, yours will most likely look different. What's going to be the same for you are the green and white days, is do something on the 23rd, the 28th, and the 29th, because they're green days with highest stars. And really, when I'm looking at this, the 29th, which we'll talk about when we're talking about the individual days, this is the day that is the most beneficial for this particular activity. And then you might ask, well, why not use the 25th or 26th? Well, we have pre-filtered those icons, and so the icons are showing up as there's no icons there. So those particular activities are kind of knocked out. Now, you might find a week where, and even months, where it's not as vibrant, and then you're going to go, well, I don't have any icons there. Can I use it? Yes, you can. You just need to be a little bit more creative of using those types of activities for the days that those icons aren't indicated. But these are tried and true days that will work for you. So use what's easiest, and then the campaign or the launch, which you're going to be doing, will flow much better. All right, let's hop inside, and we're going to start with the 23rd. So let's go again with what is general or foundational for each and every person, and then I'll go into the personalization. And each and every day during this week, and if you continue to follow me, just wanting to let you know, there's going to be 12 different types of days that are in the TimeBlazr. And over the course of literally a month, you're going to easily cover each one of those types of days. So we'll talk about the types of days within each of the days today of 7 different types. And then next week, or if you want to listen to past ones, you can find out what those others are. And you can also go to the guidebook and find what those are as well. Okay, so for every person in the world, Wednesday the 23rd is Wednesday the 23rd. And your time zone is going to start the day just like everyone else. All right, let's drop down to that next box, which is the excellent success day, and then the in earth snake. Now, the in earth snake is really one of the personalized pieces, but it is a yin earth snake day for everyone, and I'll tell you why it's personalized in a moment. So this is a green day, so all of that information is going to transfer over to this day view, and then we're going to look at the positive and negative influences. But first, a success day really means just that. You can pretty much count on whatever you try to do, it's going to be done with success. The key is choosing a good success day. This one is, because it's green, that's our first indicator that it is good for that. But how good it is going to be a little bit indicated by the stars and the icons. But a success day is if you're going to start something on a really strong foundation and you want success, then you must use a green success day. There's 3 types of ranking, if you will, for this type of success day when it's green. It's going to be either fair, favorable, or excellent. Excellent being the highest of the hierarchy, if you will. And then the next piece we're going to be looking at is the positive and negative influences. The positive and negative influences we must look at because these are the ones that prevail over the entire day. And I really liked when I translated these from Chinese and some of the esoteric terms, I wanted to make them in standard business English. So if English is your first language, it is going to be a little bit easier for you to understand. But I realized that some of you that English is not your first language, and all you need to do is go over to this training tab, which you have access to. I'm going to give you an opportunity to get a 30-day free trial coming up soon here. And basically just go to this glossary of terms. There's a number of different tools here for you to use this more efficiently, as well as some additional training videos for you. All right, let's head back on over to the TimeBlazr in the day. But nonetheless, these are really, this is something that I want you to understand, that these energies, the positive and negative, are going to go over the entire day, and we'll talk about how that is influenced in the hours in just a second. It'd be really amazing if every single day before you got started, or even the night before the day began, is set the intention for the day. What is that number one top goal? Hopefully you've set your annual goals, your quarterly goals, your monthly goals, and now weekly goals, and now we're going to hit it day by day. But what is it that you're going after? Try to get something in that intention that you are going to be doing to help move that needle forward in your business, or maybe you have an important client that day. How do you want to show up? Maybe you're working on a project. How do you want to really use your energy that day to give it your best effort? That's what you want to put in there. And then you can also, at the end of the day, give a little self-feedback on how it went. This is a check and balance system. It's an accountability system. It's a productivity system. It really does help you stay on track and be in the flow so that you can work more efficiently and productively and have more focus. Okay, so now that we've talked about that, let's talk about the hours of the day. So that first, it's sort of the right next to where you see the September 23rd, we've got a row that's gray that has the names of the 12 animals of the Zodiac. And as you can see, we have a 24-hour day, right? But in the Chinese calendar, they are split into divided, I should say, into 2-hour time slots. So the 12 animals, each animal has 2 hours. And the only split that you're going to see is the rat hour, because the rat starts at midnight, what we call early rat hour, and then the late rat hour is at the end of the day. But all the other ones are grouped together. I've put the times there for your convenience, but in the Chinese calendar, the reason why we put the hours by the zodiac name, that gets into the personalization, which I'll talk about in a sec. All right, now let's also look at the hours. The hours are a 2-hour time slot, and when it's a green day only, I'm going to pop out the real positive times. So as you can see, between 7 and 8:59. We have a higher resolution of green from 11 to 2:59. We have a 4-hour time slot, which is another real vibrant type of energy. Remember, we have to pull over that positive and negative influences on that left-hand side of the page and really integrate those into the 2 hours, because those are going to be affected as well. Those energies. All right, now the next type you're going to see, let's just have a look at 3 to 4:59 p.m. We see that we have mentors, which is that positive with the positive sign, plus sign blue, and then right under it we have futility and travel block, which is red with the minus. So this is already indicating to us that we've got a mixed energy there. So now we have to start taking a little bit of caution. Then the next type of that you're going to see is between 5 and 6:59, which is pure negative energy. So this is telling me, even on a green day, I need to take caution about what is there. Now, this column as well as the hour time slots, those always stay the same. What changes each and every day is the type of ingredients, if you will, type of energy that's in each one of those 2-hour time slots. That's going to switch every day. But this is where it gets fun and interesting. We're going to personalize the day view so that you can make some informed decisions during the more vibrant times of each and every day. So let's just start with the 23rd. Okay, first of all, I want you to take note of the next row over from where the descriptions of the 2-hour time slots are. And you're going to see where, for example, during the 7 to 8:59 a.m. hour, there's no star there. That means that this day is neutral, this time slot, is neutral to this person. But then we're going to start seeing 1. We're going to start seeing 2, like in the monkey hour, the 3 to 4:59 hour. And then you're going to see between the 1 and 2:59 time slot is a 3-star hour. So here's how you use this. If this person is going to be doing an important launch this day, which I hope they would, and I hope you are thinking the same way, what we're going to do is we're going to find the best time during the day that has the most stars during a vibrant time. So let's have a closer look at that. All right, so during the 11 to 12:59, we have a 1 star, and during the 1 and 2:59, we have 3 stars. So for this particular person, if I were them, I would be choosing the 1 to 2:59 time slot to do my most important activities. And then you're going to notice between the 7 and 8:59, there are 0 stars. Why? It is looking at look at this gray row where it has the animal signs. It is the astrology of your chart. Remember, your business astrology. It's taking this information, your month, day, and hour, and then now it is interfacing with the yin earth snake day, then with the various different hours of the day, with the animal of the hour. Not necessarily, or not at all actually, with the ingredients of the day. That's for everybody. But how it connects with you is the astrology of the hour, the day, to you. So that's how we start looking at the TimeBlazr. Again, you don't really need to figure out the astrological piece of it. We've done it for you. So what you just need to do is now choose the best time. But as you can see, there are going to be time slots that have negative hours on it. Even though you're astrologically, potentially, depending on what yours looks like, connected with this hour, there's negative energy in there, either mixed or completely negative, like in the 5 to 6:59 on that particular day. Don't use it for your important activities. Use it for your mundane activities. Let's face it, people tell me all the time, oh, well, I'm constantly making calls. And you know what? If you're cold calling people, yes, it's important if that's your business model. But is that like the absolute most important? Is there some way that you can use that time to maybe really try out your best phone script during the real vibrant hours of the day, and then maybe do some follow-up email, that kind of stuff, and or do, you've got a hot lead, use your really vibrant time to call those people. Well, for those of you who are entrepreneurs, who are doing product, service, program launches, you're writing a book, you're launching a website, you're doing an important talk, and you need to get your social media out, that's your marketing campaign. Oh my gosh, you're not sending out a campaign each and every hour of the day from start to finish. You would burn your list and people would opt out. Send a really nice, succinct email and send it during the time that's vibrant to you. Do your outreaches that are important to you, moving your business forward during those real vibrant times. The rest of the day, use it for strategic planning, use it for doing your content creation and things like that. That's going to get you in a much better position, and you're going to close more deals more often. You've got to have a good offer, though. I can't help you with that. That's something that's going to be coming from you. I'm going to help you get that launched on a good day and time. But potentially, you probably could even launch something crappy and get some traction on it. But you might get some returns if you've got a crappy product. So let's level up everything and then give you the competitive edge by using really good days and times. All right, I'm going to speed it up now that you know how to navigate around here. Let's go on to the next day. So you can get there a couple of ways, but the fastest way is just when you're moving forward by one day at a time, just hit the tab that says the next day, and here we are. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about is mostly, unless I see something new that you haven't seen before, this is a receive day, and the receive day is about receiving something. This is really good to send out your invoicing, your billing, so that you can receive that type of thing. Are you asking for testimonials? Ask them on this day, and you'll receive a better response from the people that you're asking. Remember, everyone is busy right now. There really was never a slow time. When people said, well, what are you doing now? Things have slowed down. Things never slowed down for me. I was working the time as best as I could. Did I pivot? Absolutely. But I was working on content. I'm writing a book. I'm already working on my annual event. All the things that need to go together. I'm redoing my website. So there's a lot of things that I've been doing behind the scenes that were necessary. Instead of sitting around moping, I was doing whatever I could to keep moving my business forward. No shame, no blame here. If you needed to take the time for whatever reason, take the time. You need to take care of yourself. But when you're ready to get going, the TimeBlazr's here to help you. Okay, so it's about receiving something. But on this particular day, as you can see, it is a unfavorable day. Now, there's two types of white days, if you will. There's going to be an unfavorable. That's right above that fair line to make it green, but it didn't hit that benchmark, so it went down. And then one even below that is called an avoid. That means that the energy is so unstable. Really take caution, because it may end up not giving you the outcome that you have wanted. All right, so here we go. The receive day is very good for receiving. Now, what we have to take into consideration on this particular day, which might be new to you, is between the 3 and 4:59. Now, even on a negative day, I'm going to be popping out the teal box that has one particular term in there that's called quick action. That means things are going to happen very, very, very quickly. But remember, we have to pull in the positive and negative. So understand what those terms are. And then what you can count on is a very quick outcome on a negative day. So do take caution, but it is usable. Now, there's other times that you can use as well, like the 5 to 6:59. It still has positive, so I definitely would be I'm going to be working this entire day, but during those two blocks of time, 3 to 6:59, those are going to be the best times. And so those are the days that I'm going to be using. So Tim Ferriss talks about the 4-hour work week. I talk about the 4-hour work day. When I see a block of 4 hours, to me, as one of my clients puts it, it's like a mini sprint. I'm going to see how much I can get done because I'm in the flow of those couple of hours. If you've got stars during those times, you're going to even flow much quicker and faster. All right, let's move on to the next day, the 25th. We got a couple of very vibrant days this particular week, and I'm really liking it. All right, so this is an open day. An open day is about opportunities. So think about sending out your proposals on this time. Think about asking for referrals from your clients. This is a great opportunity. You can even use like an affiliate program. Ask your affiliates for helping you, your JVs, to get some more business into your, and be smart about what all of those conditions are. Not sometimes, when you ask, you probably should be giving something in return for those people helping you. Okay. All right. So our best time slot on this day is 3 to 4:59. But as you can see, we've got some really early hours, 3 to 6:59 a.m. But you know what? What I always say to my clients, if you've got a website, you've got an international business. How effective it is, that's going to be up to you and how much you maintain it and keep it vibrant and all of that. But what I can say is this is an opportunity for you to start using, if you aren't already, get a good CRM, get something that can send out autoresponders that you can time them so that they can be pre-written and sent out. So when your clients open up their mailbox, you're going to be at the in their morning email box, as well as for your clients that are international for you that may be getting them just at the opportune time, and you send them out your good time. How it's received by them, then they need to get the TimeBlazr. But what I'm saying is you trigger the energy by sending it out on your good time. Okay. Now let's go to the, actually I want to go back. Sorry, I'm going to go back to the 25th because I do want to talk about very briefly about what I do on Fridays. Fridays are my planning day, and I plan my day in the morning hours for the upcoming week. And the reason I do that is because I like to look back a week, the one that has just passed, and I want to make sure that I have really achieved everything that I said that I put on my to-do list, and that is reflecting my long, midterm, and short-term goals. I'm always wanting to work on those, and I want to make sure each and every week I'm tapping each and every one of them, if not every day. But let's be realistic. Sometimes we can't work on our extreme long-term goals every single day. But if you are able to, more power to you. But what I'd like you to do is do this in the morning, because then you have, again, the rest of the day to really try to make that week a success. And then you can go, you know what? I can chalk this up to I did the absolute best that I could do this week, versus feeling guilty and drained that I got to pull these now into potentially an overstuffed following week. Try to get some flow and routine into your planning. I'm telling you, planning ahead is going to be one of the best things you can do for your business. When you are in control of your calendar, you are in control of your checkbook, your bank account, and your business. Get control of it and use this calendar that can help you get there each and every time. Okay. All right. Now, now we're talking about Saturday, the 26th. All right. So now this is a close day. A close day is about closing things up, making sure that we get everything done that needed to get done. So that's where we are closing things up. We're not starting things, we're closing them up. So keep that in mind when you're using a close day. What projects can you finalize? What You're writing a book. What can we do to get that chapter really crisp up and say, it's good? I can send it either to the editor or the publisher. Those kinds of things. Wrap them up and then feel very confident that you've done everything that you could to get that project done. All right, now we've got a new piece of information, and look at the positive influence. Is now we can see where we've got the positive influences that are in the prevailing of the entire day. So what I want you to caution here, take a look at 11 to 12:59 where we've got lawsuits. Okay, even though that's in a positive influence, that's going to prevail over the entire day. So we do have to take note of that, okay? All right, so that's where that's going to start making a big difference for you. Okay. Then we've got, what we've got here is gifted physician. The reason I'm pointing this out, yes, this is for everyone, but I want to show you something, and I actually have a client that bought the TimeBlazr just on this alone. So I want you to go to the top of the TimeBlazr here. Why am I? Oops, not the full access, sorry. So that's it. We're going to go to the month view, and then we're going to go to this middle search button. Go to the middle search button, and what I'd like you to do is go to what we call the activators. The activators, by the way, are shown in this part of your chart that's at the very bottom part of your chart. It says activators, and then I want you to notice where it says wellness. So what the TimeBlazr is able to do for you is you can go to this activator and then hit the wellness, and then what it's going to do, it's going to pull all of the days that are good for this particular person to end up going to their physician or get a nice wellness treatment, that kind of thing. So I just wanted to let you know that there is some personalization that you can do beyond what you see here. There's a lot of different filters that can be talked about. Then we have the established day. Established day is very good for establishing authority, really, getting a good stake in the sand about helping you really establish what you're trying to do to connect with your tribe. Now, just keep in mind, it's an unfavorable day, so you are going to have to use those positive time slots to help you along the way. Okay, now let's look at the 28th. We are back to a really nice day, and it's a remove day. I love remove days because I love definitely getting things in order. When you remove things that are no longer of use to you, that could be anything from weight to piles of files that you're piles of, anything of clutter that is no longer serving you and it's actually draining your energy. When you remove that, you make space and opportunity for things to come your way. I love remove days, and I really make sure when any remove day comes about, especially a positive one like this, what I love to do is really try to help my clients see the value of removing things that are no longer helpful for them. Okay, so that is where a remove day can help you. And then now we are back to our final day here, which is an excellent full day. Oh my gosh, now we have also the positive influence here. It's full of wealth and all of that. Unfortunately for this person, the 7 to 10:59 are the best times of this particular day. So you are going to have to be a little bit tricky on how you are going to be using this day. What I can advise you to do is make sure you understand, like, you can use the day hours where we don't put our head in the sand at all when during the day. What we do is we take note of what's happening during those hours. So you may have to use those hours. Just go ahead and modify your behavior to understand what's happening, so you don't get into a quagmire because of choosing a time that had the negative energy on it. So it's still a very good day. You just don't want to use some of the unstable energies to reach out to important clients. Now, on a full day, I do need to have you take note that a full day is, the cup always is full, right? You pour water into it, and magically the cup automatically gets filled back up. So what I can tell you about this particular energy, if you are going to be signing a contract on this day, or just talking to your clients about what you're going to be doing and things like that, first of all, get it in writing. But number 2 is under promise, over deliver, because no matter what, your clients are going to always want to have more and more and more. So it's really nice to be able to say, hey, I said I was going to do this for you. You've asked for it. Sure, I'll give it to you. So kind of like bake that into your proposal, knowing that you're going to be doing more than less, and be happy to do it. So there's how we can help you. So, okay. So just big brushstrokes when we're looking at the week. We've got a couple of really good days. You're going to be looking at your own TimeBlazr to see what is definitely good for you. All right, so I did talk about how I would like to give you a 30-day free trial. So what you're going to need to do is just head on over and go to free30timetrial.com. There's no credit card required at this time. And go ahead and just enter in your information, and you'll get the free TimeBlazr and get started right away. A couple other things I do want to tell you about. I am doing a monthly review. I think I told you that at the beginning of the recording today, where we are talking about the different areas within the floor plan. Remember, I do person, space, time, and spirit. So this is another free resource for you to actually tap into the feng shui of your space. Please keep in mind, please keep in mind, this is a holistic system. When you use them all in companion, you can expect really great things to happen for you. And then the last thing that I'd like to offer for you today is the tickets to my annual event. The Metal Ox is going to be a 2-day live stream event, January 16th and 17th, 2021. And it's going to be 11 to 5 p.m. Pacific each day. The second day might be a little bit shorter. And then it is for ticket sales, go to bit.ly/Metal Ox. All of those links are below. So I really appreciate your following me along today. I wish you great success. It's a great week to jump into the TimeBlazr to make the most benefit of it. So the link is below for you to go ahead and get your free trial. And I'll see you next week for TimeBlazr Tuesday. Have an amazing week, and we've got some great things coming up soon. Talk to you soon.